Hey, good afternoon. My name is Nick Tom. I'm an enterprise account executive over here at ArangoDB. I'd like to thank you for spending part of your day and joining me on ArangoDB's Lunch and Learn series. For today's episode, we'll be focusing on the differences between our free community edition of ArangoDB versus our enterprise edition of ArangoDB. So let's jump into today's agenda. So for everyone unfamiliar with ArangoDB and our technology, or maybe just need a quick refresher, I'll walk you through a brief historical background of ArangoDB and discuss our key product capabilities. From there, I'll discuss the various versions of ArangoDB, our Community Edition, our Enterprise Edition, and our Oasis Managed Service Edition. Lastly, for this Lunch and Learn, I'll focus on the differences between our Community Edition versus our Enterprise Edition, and expound on the areas of security, maintenance and support, disaster recovery, and then of course, our unique and elite performance features. So ArangoDB was first developed and released in August of 2012. ArangoDB is the first native multi-model graph database technology and developed from the ground up in C++. As a multi-model database, we are the most performant and scalable database technology, natively supporting document, key value pairs, and graph database architecture. We're headquartered in both San Francisco, California, USA, and Cologne, Germany, with the fantastic international presence. And as of today, we have over 125 employees. At our core, ArangoDB was initially developed as an open source technology that is powered by Apache 2.0. And since our first release, we've accumulated over 14 million downloads. Only a few years ago did we develop our dedicated Enterprise Edition, and since then, ArangoDB is currently supporting over 800 production environments. ArangoDB is available in 3 versions: our Community Edition, our Enterprise Edition, and our Managed Service, ArangoDB Oasis. Furthermore, ArangoDB has been awarded as a top graph and multi-model database technology for consecutive years, along with several other awards by G2. As mentioned, ArangoDB is a native multi-model graph database. And as a native multi-model graph database technology, we leverage our own proprietary query language called Arango Query Language, also known as AQL. So AQL powers a scalable multi-model technology that supports 3 data models of graph, document, and key value data stores within one UI and one engine. ArangoDB has a full text search engine integrated directly into our solution called Arango Search, thus eliminating the need to run any additional layered search technology. We also support iterative graph processing like pre-call algorithms out of the box, such as PageRank, connected components, strongly connected, weakly connected, friends of friends, and hundreds of other algorithms. Furthermore, on the machine learning side, ArangoDB supports GraphML and analytics through our own ML pipeline called ArangoML. From a deployment side, we have multiple flexible deployment options from bare metal to private or public cloud on providers like Azure, AWS, or GCP. We built our own integration called Kuberango to streamline the process for anyone looking to deploy using Kubernetes. Finally, we have our last deployment option called ArangoDB Oasis, which is our managed service, which will eliminate your need to build or manage your hardware. Through a subscription cost, ArangoDB will host and manage your database environment with full customization capabilities. ArangoDB comes in 3 flavors, as mentioned before: our Community Edition, our Enterprise Edition, and our Oasis Edition. Our first product is ArangoDB Community Edition. Now, our Community Edition will provide you with our core components of ArangoDB's technology. As mentioned before, our Community Edition has been downloaded over 14 million times and free for anybody to access. Typically, people who are curious about graph database architecture find themselves starting with the Community Edition. Oftentimes, we see individuals or small groups of individuals downloading our Community Edition. Whether you're working on a personal side project or in an early exploration or evaluation stages of a business project, the Community Edition is a great way to start. The ArangoDB Community Edition delivers multi-model database for graph, document, and key value. There really is a limitless option of projects and use cases individuals are leveraging with ArangoDB in our Community Edition, including recommendation engine, fraud detection, network asset management and cybersecurity, entity resolution, Customer 360, and many, many more. Now, when we talk about these use cases and converting these side projects or evaluations and bringing them into full-blown production or application, we highly encourage using ArangoDB Enterprise Edition. It is common that individuals will initially download the Community Edition and then transition into the Enterprise Edition as they deploy ArangoDB across their business or organization. The ArangoDB Enterprise will provide you with the full core capabilities that are also available within the Community Edition. But more importantly, the Enterprise Edition provides key production features, focusing on the areas of support and maintenance, security, disaster recovery, and high performance across environments, scaling both vertically and horizontally. We highly encourage the use of the Enterprise Edition when using ArangoDB as your primary database, or when organizations are leveraging ArangoDB's graph and multi-model capabilities as either a key component of your internal business operations or a critical product offering within an external application for OEM purposes. Again, within just 3 to 4 years that we've had our Enterprise Edition available, ArangoDB is supporting over 800 production environments. This number continues to grow exponentially as more businesses and organizations transition to NoSQL databases and become more knowledgeable about the advantages of graph over the traditional relational database technology, especially with ArangoDB's one-of-a-kind native multi-model graph database technology. The Enterprise Edition is free for anybody to test out for 14 days. If you are considering using ArangoDB within a production environment or application, please feel free to reach out to the sales team directly. We have an outstanding solutions architect and support team that look forward to discussing your project, understanding your requirements, and developing a proof of concept together to test out these production features with the Enterprise Edition beyond their standard 14-day trial. Lastly, we have the ArangoDB Oasis, which is our hosted managed service. With the ArangoDB Oasis, we will host and manage your ArangoDB database, specifically built out to your disk space and processing needs within a clustered environment in any one of the major cloud providers. With the ArangoDB Oasis, you have all the capabilities of the Enterprise Edition. The only difference is that with Oasis, we will host your infrastructure, while with the Enterprise Edition, it is self-managed and on-premise deployment at your facility or through any public or private cloud provider of your choosing. All the products are free to download simply by going to arangodb.com/download. In this next section, I'll elaborate on the key features and capabilities that you will receive with the ArangoDB Enterprise. The core features of ArangoDB are the following: multi-model architecture, meaning support for graph, document, and key value data stores. Arango query language, also known as AQL. ArangoDB's proprietary query language that allows you to query all the data using one straightforward language with very similar semantics to SQL. Arango Search, which is ArangoDB's full text search engine. Flexible deployment options, so essentially the ability to deploy locally on site for any private or public cloud. And lastly, the free online resources and tutorials, which includes our community Slack channel to communicate with other ArangoDB community members. Now, all of these features are available within ArangoDB Community Edition. Now, when we talk about ArangoDB Enterprise Edition, you will have all of these core features, but more importantly, the Enterprise Edition will provide you with key production features for businesses and organizations where ArangoDB is a primary database or business critical application or external facing application in an OEM scenario. Now, these production features include advanced security, encryption, LDAP, and data masking, 24/7 support with SLAs and training, replication and disaster recovery capabilities, and also our unique speed and performance features meant for environments scaling both vertically and horizontally. These production features are only available within our Enterprise Edition. And over the next few slides, I'll focus on these enterprise exclusive production features for you. So first is enterprise grade security. With the Enterprise Edition, you'll receive advanced TLS encryption, allowing full customization of your encryption scenario. Furthermore, you'll encrypt backups and encryption and receive encryption at rest. From an access control and auditing standpoint, you'll have full LDAP capabilities, integrated user control, along with granular database auditing and enhanced data mask and export capabilities. For more details on these features, feel free to visit arangodb.com/enterprise-server/security. For any organization running ArangoDB in a production environment, support and maintenance are of the utmost importance. At ArangoDB, we take tremendous pride in our world-class team of support engineers located all across the world. And with the Enterprise Edition, you'll be given an exclusive account within the ArangoDB ticket system via Jira, providing you with direct line of communication to our support engineers and architects. Our support is 24/7 with response time SLAs listed on the right-hand side, and you'll have the ability to create an unlimited number of tickets. And on any one of these projects, you can have up to 3 dedicated engineers working with your DevOps teams. Lastly, on the Enterprise Edition, you'll be provided with technical alerts and hot fixes as necessary. Furthermore, we also have an enhanced version of our support and maintenance, which will improve the SLA times for critical, high, and normal response rates. With the Enterprise Edition, you'll also have full disaster recovery and data replication capabilities across your deployment, meaning data center to data center replication, hot backups, and hot restores, and high available capabilities, including one of our unique replication features within one shard. Lastly, we have our unique performance at scale capabilities with the ArangoDB. Now, these specific features, such as one shard, smart graphs, satellite collections, smart joins, and parallel traversals, focus on the critical areas of speed, performance, scalability, and high availability as you expand both horizontally and vertically. If you'd like to learn more about these specific features, please feel free to reach out to ArangoDB directly or visit arangodb.com/enterprise-server. As a quick summary, our Community Edition will provide you with ArangoDB's core features and capabilities. This includes multi-model architecture, AQL, Arango search, flexible deployments, and free online resources and tutorials. Our Enterprise Edition will provide you with those same exact core features, but more importantly, we'll provide you with the key production features, which include advanced security, 24/7 support with SLAs and training, replication, disaster recovery, and speed and performance features. Thank you again for joining me on today's Lunch and Learn. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to ArangoDB directly. Feel free to reach out to me directly at nick.tom@arangodb.com. But again, thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.